Welcome to This Explainer. You know what? We're actually going to completely ditch the traditional introduction today. The topic we have in front of us is just way too vast and honestly way too important to wait. We are jumping straight into the absolute most profound inquiry of our existence, looking at the very core of what we're actually doing here. Our focus today? The soul's journey through the infinite universe.
Okay, let's dive into this. I'm posing the ultimate, most intimate question directly to you right now. What is the purpose of life? Right? It's literally the question. The one that's kept philosophers, scientists, and, let's be real, probably you at some point, staring up at the ceiling late at night. Seriously, why are we here?
Well, the source material we're looking at today gives us a beautifully focused, definitive answer. 2 words: soul development. It explains that the whole purpose is simply finding ways to improve every single day. Look, as long as you are growing in some way, honestly, no matter how tiny that growth might feel on a random Tuesday morning, you are on the exact right path.
Section 1. The purpose of life. Finding ways to improve every day. Now, let's see how this continuous daily effort eventually leads to some truly profound internal breakthroughs.
Our source notes, every now and then, your effort will produce substantial shift in how you view yourself in the world and in creation, and this can be life-changing and magical. And this brilliantly illustrates that the true reward of all this growth isn't just checking a box. It's a magical, life-changing shift in how you see your entire place in creation. Moving on to Section 2, Physical and Spiritual Worlds, Balancing the Dual Reality. Which brings us to the very next inevitable follow-up question.
How exactly do we achieve this magical growth? Well, the source makes it clear that this is something you just have to learn for yourself. It is a deeply, deeply personal journey between you and creation. There's no one-size-fits-all manual here. And this is exactly where it gets incredibly tricky, because embarking on this kind of personal spiritual quest almost always creates some real friction with what society generally teaches us.
This friction really comes down to 2 different realms. Over on the physical world side, everything you're typically taught growing up is designed purely for growth in this physical realm. Which, hey, is completely fine and necessary. We live here, we have to function here. But the crucial point is that you cannot cut off your spiritual world, because ultimately that is your true home, and it's where you will one day return.
Since there are literally endless ways to grow in both of these worlds, it can definitely feel overwhelming. You need a compass to navigate this dual reality, and the source gives us the ultimate compass. You simply have to find what makes your heart sing. Whatever that thing is for you, that is your true north for your own soul's development.
Section 3. Your personal growth journey. Taking the time we need. I really want to pause here for a second because I know so many people out there feel completely lost while trying to find their path.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how normal that struggle actually is. Step 1, you take 1 step forward. Step 2, you take 2 steps back. And step 3, you realize we can take all the time we need. If you're stumbling or feeling like you're going backwards, please know it's totally okay. This nonlinear growth is fundamentally part of the design.
Section 4. A fresh cosmic perspective. Zooming out to the infinite universe. Let's move to and see how this builds from those very intimate internal struggles of personal growth right into a mind-bending macro reality. Look at that number, over 1 million miles per hour. The source reveals that the Milky Way, the exact galaxy we are sitting in right this very second, is moving through space at over 1 million miles per hour. And the absolute wildest part? We don't even feel it. You are just sitting there, totally still, yet rocketing through the cosmos. So our galaxy is moving at over 1 million miles per hour, and we don't feel a thing. But here is the most vital takeaway from this staggering speed. Because we are moving that fast, literally every single moment of your lifetime puts you in a physically brand new part of the universe. Every second that ticks by, you have arrived in an entirely new space. Which leads us to this final, provocative question to close out our explainer today. What will you do with your next entirely new moment in the universe? It's a literal blank canvas. I really hope this fresh, cosmic perspective brings you an undeniable excitement for your life and your continued soul development. Keep finding ways to improve. Keep looking for what makes your heart sing. And most importantly, enjoy the magical ride.